Hi guys, this is Jess from Human. We have a quick update. And in my last video, we had a section where I said how people with personality disorders are very similar to addicts in the way of not being able to take responsibility due to the shame, and then they end up blaming other people for their actions, for quote unquote making them do things. And this was in reference to a guy from a reality TV show who blamed his actions on cheating on his girlfriend on the girlfriend who said that he would do so. So naturally, he had to. We originally cut it because my co-host Ben didn't feel comfortable with using it for personal reasons. But after reviewing the footage, I'm going to say I have to use it. So like I said, if you're an addict or know someone who is, I really hope this short video helps you.
A friend and family member of mine.
Yes. We'll call him CH here. He is an addict or was an addict,
Yes.
right? And I've heard him use this specific language, and I've used this language when it came to interacting with you, because he was kind of like,
He'll come and talk to me for guidance or advice.
He's like he's everyone's big brother. He's everyone's older brother. Ben here is everyone's older brother of all of our friends that we have, and clearly his brothers, because he is an actual older brother. But
in the case of this young man, I think I'm also
father figure.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's interchangeable, father figure, brother figure, etc. But he's somebody we look up to. And when we say we, it's a collective people in our group who all suffer from a personality disorder.
But not in any kind of flattering way, in my sense, not where I want that or I get any kind of supply out of it, because there's so much responsibility.
Yeah, well, I mean,
if it goes wrong,
you're honest
so
with
much
us.
Blame.
Yeah, but you're very honest with us, because I can detect what someone who has narcissistic personality disorder, how they behave.
I try to be, and sometimes I'll make the calculation that harmony is better, and I will at least remain silent if I don't want to lie for the sake of harmony, because then that lie later when I try again will be remembered, and it will undermine me trying to help. But sometimes I'm not able, I don't feel it's worth being honest. The emotional requirement after that there's going to be 4 hours of fallout because of this one moment, I make the calculation, I can't afford that. And I'll just say, cool. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I've seen you do that a few times. But I've seen you do that.
Yeah.
But when it came to us and me, when I'm saying us, I'm sorry, like me and then this kid named CH.
Yeah, this man asked for help in saving his life.
I don't know if he asked, but I think it was because you had an obligation as an older brother, you felt like you needed to save his life. He was
You can't
severely
do something like that without permission from the person involved, or else don't bother.
Yeah.
And this person did ask.
Okay.
They would change it later, remember, but they would explicitly say, I need you to be a father figure.
Yeah.
I need this from you.
Yeah. Yeah. But we would blame all of our feelings and our actions because he would say something. So mostly when it comes to somebody who has a drinking issue, they are likely to relapse, and that is just this. It's just statistics, and it's just science based.
And a huge part of what makes the relapse so much worse than it could be when that happens, and you're told to expect it statistically,
exactly,
but not to beat yourself up and to try again, falling off the wagon.
So he's following protocol,
but to keep that from happening, they'll often go all in really hard and for a lot longer than just that one instance. Because they feel so bad and they need to validate or like feel better and normalize what they've done. So you tell them things like, it's okay if you relapse, just tell me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be your sponsor in this regard, if you're not going to go do actual AA and you're asking me to do this for you, I need you to always be honest with me.
Yeah.
And I'm letting you know, don't lie to me anymore.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. There's a history of that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, you can tell me anything. I'll be okay. I will not judge or make you feel bad, but you tell me if and when you relapse. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that moment very expressly because they blew up and they said...
They would get mad at... They were getting mad at you because...
Don't say that stuff.
Yeah, the fact that
now
you're
I'm gonna.
Speaking, yeah, the
because
fact
you
that
gave me permission to.
It's more... And I see this part because this
you
person...
can understand it.
This person doesn't have a sense of self. And when I'm saying... We don't have something to monitor us inside. So he's the one who's monitoring us. And when he tells us something negative, I think our brains start to freak out because we're saying, oh my God, you don't have faith in me. Then how can I have faith in myself?
Yes.
And so then these actions start to repeat.
But the funny thing is, if you've observed in this case, this person we're talking about, if you've observed,
myself too.
If you've observed their behavior long enough, that argument that I'm supposed to say, you definitely won't, don't worry. When they do, and they have, they will lie to you and
Feel
you've
more
lost
shame.
them for 6 months
Yeah.
instead of like, I fell off and it's just a day.
Yeah.
And I am able to see that pattern.
Yeah.
And what I'm really saying is it's not okay if you do it. Of course not.
Yeah.
But if you happen to have this happen, it'll be okay. Come
Yeah.
talk to me about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's trying to eliminate shame from the.
But you'll lose
as a
them
factor.
if they think they're going to be. If you're setting it up where they'll be ashamed in front of you.
Yes.
If you're like, you would never do that. I believe in you.
Yep.
And then they do it.
Yeah. So it's a really tricky.
They'll lie to you.
It's a tricky
or hide from you.
It's a tricky balance for you on each end.
And when you're working that in, you need them to not do both of those things, or else there's no point.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
But I can also see the logic there for them. They believe that your view of them
is everything,
even if it's accurate.
Mirror
like,
it
here's
for
what
me.
I've seen in the past,
Yeah.
and it's okay if, like, well, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Whatever comes, they see it as, you're telling me this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I might as well go make that happen.
Well, I think it's a deeper.
And there was real panic there. The anger was because he panicked.
I know, but
like, I'm going to do that. Then.
It's a deeper. So there's multiple things there because you're a father figure to CH.
Yes.
If you view him as somebody who's you're disappointed in him.
They feel that so much more.
Exactly, but it's
That's
too
the
psychologically.
mistake I was making, trying to eliminate that too.
Yeah. I see what you were doing, and it's really difficult. But I think
this is also why you cannot help your friends and family if you have any kind of education or background in this. There's too much going on.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you walk away at the end of an hour and you can not take their text. You turn they're there.
It's personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, very personal. And you can't really engage in personal healing with another person that you know very well. So, yeah.
It reminds us of someone we know. They even look similar. They behave similarly.
They do behave very similarly.
They're almost the same person in a lot of regards.
Their souls are. Very similar.
It was hard to watch this because of so much of that, but they will blame you for their actions.
Yeah.